So the year was 2011, and I got an invitation to meet and do a site visit to the latest edition of campus by a biotech company. And I was right there. I was on time. I was meeting one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the biotech sector. So, and she was explaining me with a lot of passion things which are going to come up. It was a very muddy plot. Generally biotech companies are out of the city. They're not in the city. And she was with a lot of passion. She was explaining me all the things which are going to come up, the building, the fermenter, everything. And then, and of course, it was a bare ground and a lot of construction workers were there. And a tractor just passed by. And guess what happened? So there was a muddy puddle. It just passed very fast. And the water was on both of us, me and as well as her. So this biotech company CEO, she was unfazed. Nothing. Fark nahi pada. She was not bothered. She continued explaining things to me, and I also didn't react. I was also okay, fine. So she was explaining, I was listening. Towards the end of the meeting, when we came back to the cafeteria, so over a cup of coffee, I just casually asked that, why did you just, scold that tractor driver that, all the mud came on your dress and you were wearing a white dress, which was her favorite. So she said that, Shekhar, dirt cannot overcome my dreams. You have to get your hands dirty when you want to build something. And these lines remained with me forever. And I told you this story because I want to tell you that if you want to succeed in life, you need to be so passionate about your work that even if somebody comes and throws mud on you, you don't realize you're still walking around and explaining and doing your stuff. Basically, that's the secret of your success when nothing else is visible, right? You have to be that Arjuna who is so much focused on the eye of the fish that even the fish is not visible. Only the eye of the fish is visible, right? So, I remember a Sanskrit shlok for you, and it is Kak Cheshta Bako Dhyanam Swan Nidra Tathavacha Swalpahari Grihatyagi Vidyarthi Panch Lakshanam. So we all have to be lifelong learner. We have to be a student throughout our life. And even today, I always tell my people that I'm a student of circumstance. I learned from it and I built Biotechnica. So, you have to have the perseverance and of a crow, like how a crow will keep trying unless the results are achieved. And then you have to have the concentration of a swan, like Bako Dhyanam. You have to keep focused, stay focused, like how the CEO was. And then you have to sleep lighter than a dog, that even a single pin also falls, you should be awake. The reason is because so that you are alert towards your goal, you are alert towards your dreams. And then Grihatyagi, that is, you should have less involvement in what's happening inside the house, or you should be ready to leave the house if need be, if the opportunity presents out of the city or out of the house. So this is the 5 traits of a good learner, and that's what she was. And you all probably know her. I'll not take her name because that will lead to a lot of controversy. But yeah, this is where I wanted to tell you that, focused approach towards your dreams and goals will lead you to a situation where they will come true. And you cannot compare your, realization of the dream by just comparing yesterday with today. It's not a push of a button that your dream will come true. You have to compare in between 5 years or chunks of 2 years or 5 years or 7 years. What's the progress? Like 7 years ago, you were just a +2 passed out student. Today, you are a graduate or a postgraduate or a PhD. So when you compare that, okay, progress is there, and then you build on the top of it. Generally, progress happens over a chunk of 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years. You can't compare it within a year or 6 months and say that, yeah, we grew or I grew in my career. So with these thoughts, I wanted to let you know with this incident that there are people who succeeded by just staying focused, right? And you can do that too. Just stay focused, and rest everything will follow. That's my promise, and that's my guarantee. All the best.